It is day 2 of the government shutdown and no resolution appears to be in sight. Hi everyone, I'm Terrence Bates. I appreciate you being here with us this morning. Earlier today, White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt addressing the ongoing government shutdown.
Democrats have voted for the clean continuing resolution that Republicans introduced 13 times in the past. 13 times. They voted for it as recently as March. And now all of a sudden they are shutting the government down and they are holding our country hostage over a partisan political matter that the vast majority of the country disagrees with. And they know it's so unpopular that they're now running away from it. I saw some senators on television this morning saying, we don't want to give health care benefits to illegal aliens. Yes, you do. Roll the tape. You can see time and time again, Democrats have supported that. They've voted for it, and they did it under Joe Biden. And we stopped it. The president stopped it with the passage of the One Big Beautiful Bill. And now they want to undo the president's very popular policy to ensure that taxpayer-funded health care benefits only go to tax-paying, law-abiding American citizens.
The most recent attempt to get federal agencies back open failed on Wednesday, largely along a party line vote, as Senate Republicans weren't able to convince enough Democrats to cross the aisle. The U.S. Senate has the day off in observance of the Jewish Yom Kippur holiday. Senators are expected back at work tomorrow. In the meantime, President Trump is out with this Truth Social post saying he'll be meeting with Russ Vought today to discuss which agencies should face mass firings as part of the current shutdown. He goes on to write, and this is a quote, "I can't believe the radical left Democrats gave me this unprecedented opportunity. They're not stupid people, so maybe this is their way of wanting to quietly and quickly make America great again." We'll, of course, continue to follow this for you. We're also monitoring a developing situation in Manchester, England, where at least 2 people are dead, 3 others hurt following an attack on a synagogue. Police say the suspect plowed into a crowd of worshipers outside the synagogue and then went on a stabbing spree. All of this happened on Yom Kippur, which is the holiest day of the Jewish calendar, making the attack that much more shocking and abhorrent. We're told that the killer was killed and shot by police. That's a quick check of your headlines. I'm Terrence Bates.
The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. The Charlie Kirk Show.
All right, welcome back to the Charlie Kirk Show. We're having a great hour here. It's flying by with Brandon Tatum, Officer Brandon Tatum, and Blake Neff, of course. I'm going to tell you about Hillsdale College, history, economics, the great works of literature. Did you study these things in school? Probably not, but even if you did, you probably need a refresher course. I know I did. Did. I'm actually taking this course right now. Hillsdale College is offering more than 40 free online courses, including their newest course on totalitarian novels. In this free 8-lecture course, you'll learn from Hillsdale College, the great President Larry Arnn, who actually spoke at Charlie's Memorial, did a great job. I've heard a lot of people bring up his speech, actually.
It was great.
As he goes in-depth on 4 novels, 1984, Brave New World, Darkness at Noon, and That Hideous Strength. Even though these novels were written in the 1930s and 40s, they are highly relevant today, and they show you what a tyrannical government does to human nature. Maybe you read these books a long time ago. Maybe you've heard others talk about them, and they seem a little intimidating. Let Hillsdale College help you make the most of those books. Go right now to charlieforhillsdale.com. That's charlieforhillsdale.com to enroll. There's no cost. It's easy to get started. The quality is amazing. The content is amazing. That's charlieforhillsdale.com. All right, so I'm gonna we're Charlie, if you missed it in the break, you got to get on the podcast. Brandon had some harsh words for the people claiming Charlie was a racist, and it was beautiful. I couldn't help but I was like wanted to get out of my chair and applaud. But we committed as a show that as we see these things gain traction online, we're going to debunk them one by one, and we're going to keep hitting it. And we're doing it for Charlie, and it's his legacy. And it's an important legacy, and we are stewards of that in part. And we're going to do our part to call out the lies and call the haters for what they are. Here's I'm going to play some other clips of Charlie, though. Let's go. This is CK challenges student to name him one institution that got better or the more it embraced DEI. I think this is a really important point. 123.
You're thinking that DEI is versus excellence. I think DEI is for excellence.
Got it. Show me one institution that got better the more it embraced DEI.
one institution that got better that embraced DEI?
That got smarter, more competitive, leaner, more productive, and that was better than it was 10 years ago. Are our airports more efficient? Are we landing planes better? Are our airlines better? Is our government better? Is our schools better? Is our universities better? Show me one example. Is our public health authorities better? Show me one institution that's embraced DEI that has become better, more excellent than it was 20 years ago. It doesn't exist. DEI will destroy an institution from within.
Right. And I love that he said that, because some people don't have critical thinking skills on campus. They can't think about these things. They frame DEI as having to do with just black people. Diversity, equity, inclusion, if you look at the statistical data points, it actually affects white women, or they have more benefits in DEI programs than any other race. So really it's about white women. And then you have the LGBTQ community that's engrafted in that. It's really not helping black people, to be quite honest. But ignorant folk think DEI is just black people. And the reason why DEI doesn't work is because if you want something to be excellent, you want it to be great, it has to be based on merit. I want the best and the brightest. I hire people all the time. And when I look at their resume, I don't give a flying flip if they're black, green, or orange, right? I want to make sure that you're aligned with our mission. But at the same time, I don't care who you are. What does your resume say? What have you done to prepare for this position? And most people who are rational, who are successful, that's how they operate their business. And to be quite honest, we don't need a white savior to tell black people that, oh, little poor black man, let me pat you on the head and let me give you an opportunity. No, we are smart enough as black people to earn an opportunity. We go to school just like anybody else. We want greatness just like anybody else. We have the brain capacity, if you want to apply yourself, to do very, very well and be successful. And so we don't need these programs to try to lift up black people in an artificial way, because what happens is you lift up black people that are not prepared and they make us all look bad.
Yep.
Just go after the people that are good enough. And if you want to help from the front end. That means that elementary schools, that means in grade school, you're helping young people be educated and be prepared for the future. Therefore, they can be more competitive in a fair way. You don't wait to the end of the road to try to thrust people in positions of power.
I think that's well said.
I wanted to flag this because I saw it the other day. So you mentioned, there's a lot of DEI, sex-based for women. And I saw this news the other day. So London has one of the oldest stock exchanges in the world, one of the most historic. And they have a rule on the London Stock Exchange that to do an IPO, you need to commit to having at least 40% women on your board. You need a woman in a top job, I don't know what that's defined as, and you need an ethnic minority director. In 2005, the London Stock Exchange had 339 IPOs that raised a total of 51 billion, either dollars or pounds, I'm not sure, but I think pounds, 51 billion pounds. They are now down to 250 million. They've lost 99% of their IPOs. Because people are just deciding to IPO in a country where they don't have a million DEI hoops to jump through to start your company.
You should have put that. It falls off a cliff. Yeah, that's wild.
Well, what is a woman, right? You know what I'm saying?
That's the secret. That's how you get around it.
At one point, what do? I have half of the guys identify as women, and then there we go. We'll meet our quota.
Well, we have that clip somewhere, actually, I think, but they'll show it to me. We'll play. It's worth remembering the insanity that we lived through. But here's another one I'm going to play real quick here. This is I guess we do have it. Let's play 124.
Can you provide a definition for the word woman?
Can I provide a definition? No.
Yeah.
I can't.
You can't?
Not in this context.
So
I'm not a biologist.
What did we do before biologists?
Yeah, exactly. Problem is, biology's been taken over by DEI too,
Also
so even
true.
they don't know the answer. So it's a sick cycle.
She's proven Charlie's point about brain power.
Of course.
Why are they mad? Go look at this fool who's a woman who experienced female things almost every month, and she can't articulate what a woman is. She probably have children. I don't know if Ketanji Brown have children, but at some point, you have to be able to be a genuine human being. Yeah. And that's not genuine for you to act like you don't know what a woman is.
Well, yeah, the fact that you get tripped up with that question just proves the point. And by the way, I will say Ketanji Brown Jackson, even some of the liberal justices on the court have gotten frustrated with just how insane she is and how poor her judicial skills are. So, it's bearing out. And to your point, it's making black people look bad.
Make them look bad. Clarence Thomas is doing an incredible job.
We got his picture right behind you.
He's an excellent man. But they hate him. He don't count.
And he
He's
doesn't
not- he's-
count.
yeah.
And also just they would always do this frankly actually pretty racist thing when Scalia was still on the court. They would always just say oh, Thomas is just Scalia's puppet or whatever. And they would do all of that. And then Scalia died and it's
actually
Thomas is actually an amazing
he's
justice
actually
still.
the leader of the court, basically.
right.
Let's go ahead and play this. This is a news story here, and it just I wasn't actually planning on getting to it, but it's just too funny. So Serena Williams, I don't know if you've seen this story.
Saw it. This the cotton thing?
The cotton thing.
My
So
gosh.
she goes into Blake's done. We lost Blake. So she goes into a luxury hotel and she's in the bathroom and there's a piece of decor that's just it's nice looking. It's a
Let's just
cotton
show it.
plant.
We have it 125.
Yeah,
Let's play it.
but she gets real upset. Brandon Tatum, play 125.
All right, everyone. How do we feel about cotton as decoration? Personally, for me, it doesn't feel great. So actually, it feels like nail polish for cotton, natural.
Going for a Michael Jackson one glove thing.
I don't know what
You got to be the stupidest person in the world to record yourself make a video like that as her. First of all, she married to a white man, last time I checked. Then she talked about a nail polish remover. Well, you use the same cotton in your bathroom for nail polish remover. You don't have a problem with that? Cotton as a decor. Woman, black people weren't the only people that picking cotton, all right? What do you think they were doing before black people got over here? As if every black person picked every cotton, picked cotton everywhere.
It's a plant.
Right, and and everybody use it. She probably wear cotton every day. Are you mad that you wear cotton? It's these people are so disingenuous. And as rich as she is, why do you give a F about a little? And that's probably at a really nice hotel that she probably paid thousands of dollars a night. And you're gonna make it a point to be upset about something like that. Well, for what? What's the point?
I don't know the point. I can't believe we're making cotton controversial.
Right, and it's harmful to other young black people. These ignorant black folks are the biggest threat to young black people because somebody is taking her seriously. With all of her accolades, with all of the success that she's had, they think that's her issue because she's making it an issue. And you cannot function in life if you are crying about a cotton display somewhere in a multi-million-dollar hotel. I just don't understand the logic there, and it's hurtful. And I wish these people would be called out. She should be ashamed. I remember I said it. I wrote it on X. I said she's the dumbest person on planet Earth. And she should be ashamed of herself.
Nobody writes that up though. But if Charlie Kirk says something,
right?
It's this white guy is commenting on the stupidity of a person. You're not allowed to do that with a person of color. You're not. Right. A POC, whatever. Just she's a black lady. Right. What's wrong with that? I wish we could just be honest. I look back at George Carlin and these comics of yesteryear, and they could actually. It was equal opportunity offense, and you Dave Chappelle, equal opportunity. Anybody that's throwing off this woke garbage is actually funny,
right?
But it was. I think it was a release valve for culture.
Well, let's be honest. If you black, you can you got the full spectrum. You can make fun of black people and you make fun of white people. If you white, I don't see many white comedians making fun of black people. Only person that does it, I forget his name now. He was married to a black woman. He's
I know he's Bill Burr.
No, not Bill Burr. He's married to a black woman too, or he's with a black woman. I forget the guy's name. He made a skit about the church when he go to a black church and how they stay all day and all this sort of stuff. The funniest thing ever. And I think he got a pass. And he do a skit at black
comedy clubs.
What's his name? Gary Owens.
Okay, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, you got to watch this.
Okay.
Gary Owens goes hard. And the reason that it's like this is because he was married to a black woman, and he does this skit at some of the black comedy studios. So it was very funny. But outside of them, you can't find a white person making fun of black people. When those who have done it and have done it well, it's incredibly funny.
Yeah, well, I was just looking up his comedy, but that's going to be...
Oh, he's funny.
So we're going to hit this next story, Brandon Tatum. It is the story on X and on social media right now. And we've only got a minute left in the segment, so let's tease a little bit, tease it. And Blake's got all the information on the guy who made this show, but there is a show on Netflix that is, we've seen kind of... You see these episodes where they kind of tease around the edges, there'll be a trans cow or something. It's just a real quick thing, or Transformers, which they're robots, Maybe they're not boys or I don't know. You know, like we've talked about it on the show a lot. Charlie would talk about it. Those upset us a lot. This one is like, I'm trans and I am, you know, and it's my business and I'm going to tell people when I want to tell people. I mean, it's the most full-on, full-throated defense of trans ideology that you have ever seen. And it's for children on Netflix. And people are boycotting. We have the details when we get right back.